What's up guys, it's Brahamid here again with part 2 of the war recap against Adult Allied, and this bit of the recap is going to be our kind of very own Elite 8s recap because the Town Hall 8s did such a good job in this war. I think they pretty much got 3 stars against all the enemy Town Hall 8s. So just take a look at this base here. This is going to be Nick's attack, which I think was the highest 3-star from a Town Hall 8, so I thought I'd show it first. Pretty tough base. Most of his defense is maxed out and the guy started working on his walls. He's got his Barbarian King there for level 10, so he's going to pose a bit of a threat to the hogs. But if you take a look at the base, the interesting thing is you can kind of cover it with 3 heals, and you'll see how Nick does it in a minute. Coming in from the south, he's going to heal sort of where the 2 air defences are, cover a nice bunch of defences on both sides like that, and then the hogs are going to come back together in the north where the 3 mortars are, and that's where he's going to put his final heal. So first thing is to get the lure, and obviously with the Town Hall 8 the lure's not too difficult because the bases just aren't that big, and then he's going to bring them over into the corner with a few barbarians and then just surround them with archers. So a fairly standard clan castle kill, not using the 2-on-2 because it isn't always really necessary at Town Hall 8 level. Few wizards as well, just to take out the witch in particular, because you know she's just going to keep spawning skeletons and eventually overwhelm you if you're not careful. And then this wizard does pretty well here. He takes out those skeletons just, and then he just takes out the balloon before getting knocked out himself. And now the hog rider part of the attack can start. So you can see high level hogs in the clan castle which are going to take out the middle defences here, and that's going to stop the hogs bunching up in the centre. And then basically, as I described, they're going to go up either side, and that means he can place his heals nicely over lots of defences, keep the hogs healed for a long time, and then they're going to go up round the town hall and meet up together in the centre. And again, there was giant bombs, but I don't think there was any double giant bombs, so another base that was kind of weak to hogs. I think we did a lot of hog rider attacks in this war. There was lava loon attacks, and you'll see from the post on the website we're trying to improve those, but it wasn't really a war for lava loons. This was definitely a hog war against an enemy that were prepared for go wipes and go wee wees rather than hog rider attacks. And then just dropping in those wizards for cleanup. It's pretty important to hold some wizards back, even if you're quite confident, because you never know if something goes wrong and you lose all your hogs, you can wipe out loads of defences and even some of the trash buildings, lose your hogs, and then what's going to kill the town hall at the end. So just having a couple of wizards is a good way to play it safe. You don't see that happening very often, but it does happen, so always worth keeping something back at the end. But a really nice attack there from Nick against Dan Fab, and I think there, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure getting the highest 3-star for a Town Hall 8, so great job. Next up is Rebel, and taking nothing away from Nick, but these were probably my favourite Town Hall 8 attacks of the war. I'm going to show 2 Rebel attacks back to back because I think there's a lot we can learn from these. I really like them. Just showing you the range of the clan castle and a little bit about the base. You can see there's not a lot of spots for double giant bombs at least. There's obviously giant bomb spots. Chances are in the centre there's going to be the hidden Teslas. I'm not actually sure, I haven't watched the replay yet, but I'm pretty sure there will be. And then you can kind of see near that cannon I've got selected now, that's probably where the giant bombs are going to be if there's space. There you go, for example, there. And I'm pretty sure that's correct. There you go in the middle, the Teslas are going to be around the centre. And then you've got the king as well. And what I love about this is the king does do damage to those level 4 hogs. And it's the way that Rebel deals with the king. Just pausing it for a second and look there at his army setup. I'm not sure about the Valkyrie, it is obviously important to his raid, but it's the pekka is what I'm interested in. And you'll see how that comes into play in a minute. So first off, using the giant because he's got good health and he's going to walk into range of the clan castle, so it's a really easy lure, trading 1 giant for the lure, and then just bringing those troops into the corner. You don't need to bunch them up completely, it's not like you're going to drop a balloon on top of them, but it never hurts to bunch them up a little bit because it means that if you drop a wizard, the wizard's going to do more damage, you know, take out more things at once. And then dropping lots of wizards in, spread out so no group of wizards is going to die, but lots at the same time. You know, there's no point dropping them one at a time because they'll end up getting taken out one at a time. If you drop them all at once, they'll quickly take out that clan castle. And then I think it's at this stage he's going to drop in his hogs, yep, coming in from the top, and that's a good place to do them because obviously he's detonated that 1 double giant bomb already. And now the pekka in from the bottom. There's a lot going on here. He's got to drop in his heals, but he's obviously got a plan for where he's going to drop his heals because it's going to cover plenty of defences and the Teslas or the possible giant bombs in the centre. But what the pekka's done there at the bottom, if you see, is he's aggroed the king and taken out the enemy king, and I really like that. And also, because as the Town Hall 8 you've only got the 3 spells, he's distracted loads of the defences down that far side as well. So when the hogs made it to that side and they didn't have any heals left, he was there distracting the defences. I mean, the pekka's down now, okay, but he's done a really good job there. There's no king to take out, there's no king chasing him round, hitting his hogs, and the hogs have all survived because they were well healed, but also they were able to hit defences that were distracted by the pekka. And there you go, it's just cleanup now. So really great attack there, and what we'll do now is show another one, and you can see again how the pekka is used to kill the king and distract the defence. So let's see another rebel attack, pretty much bringing the same army setup. I mean, you don't want to get tied into, you know, this is my army setup and no matter what I bring those troops, but definitely bringing the pekka is something that can work. This is an interesting one because if you see, the king is quite central. Again, the lure is going to be fairly simple. There's no spots that I can immediately see with double giant bombs, but clearly there's Tesla and single giant bomb spots around the outside. So it might be nice to try and detonate some of them ahead of time. I'm not sure whether Rebel does that or not. But what we're going to focus on here, because I think at this point we're familiar with the Hog Rider part of the attack, you know, placing your heals where they're going to cover 5 defences. You can see some obvious spots for a 5 defence heal. For example, on the right hand side mortar, dropping it directly there would cover 5 defences. But as I say, you're pretty much familiar with that now, so really what I want to focus on is how he uses the pekka. So getting the clan castle lure, using that builder's hut as an anchor to bring the troops out, that's always sensible. I'm really not sure why people put their builder's huts out to the side. I can understand it maybe in lower level wars, but once you get to this sort of level, you know, you're not going to run out of time, especially with a decent Hog Rider attack, or a Town Hall 9's just going to come down and wreck you, so it's not helping you much, and all it's doing is making the lure easier for us. There you go, now he starts to surround them. I like the giant as well, that seems to be working well for him. Giant for distraction and lots of troops down to wipe out the enemy clan castle and begin the attack. And there you can see just the balloon left to take out really. That Valk's doing pretty good work against the enemy clan castle. And while the defences are distracted, creating a hole. He's a little bit lucky here, I thought that was quite early for the pekka, it could have gone wrong, but he retargets and goes in towards the centre. And now you can see, because the king was quite centralised, he's brought a rage spell as well. The hogs are going in, but we'll try to ignore them a bit. He's brought that rage spell, and that's going to allow the pekka to get through the wall and get in, and it's also aggroed the king and brought him out, and he's come out surprisingly far actually, but it's worked pretty nicely in that the attacking king's able to take him out. And this time, because of the rage, the pekka and the king have taken out loads of defences, and that side's basically completely exposed, and the pekka this time is still alive as well, so it probably worked even better. And then at the end there you see drops in those balloons, and I like that. I mean, the attack went so well that the balloons weren't required, but if you watched at the start, the base had quite centralised air defences, and I'm sure Rebel knew once his hogs were inside they were going to take out those air defences, and that would mean that the balloons could really go to work on the base. So I like that he had a plan for the balloons. They weren't needed, but that wasn't because the raid went wrong, it was probably because it went so well that he didn't need his clan castle troops. But another interesting little concept there, you know. If your hogs are going to take out the air defences and you're not sure what to bring in your clan castle, why not bring the balloons? The only thing I would suggest is maybe Rebel could bring a maxed out pekka next week, but the level 3 pekka seems to be doing the job for him at the moment, so perhaps not. So yeah, another great attack. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll be back with another video soon.